This guy on TikTok, I'm calling him the biggest gaslighter on TikTok. All of his videos are teaching you how to gaslight your girlfriend. What was the first video that I saw? Because the first one I saw, I was like, what? That's insane.
Win every argument with my partner. If you send a text to your own phone number on an iPhone, you'll also receive the same text back. I use this feature to keep an exact replica of my text thread with my partner. I copy and paste every text message we send to each other. But every once in a while, I send a random affectionate message to the replica that I didn't actually send to the real person. You're the one who never answers my nice text messages. Whenever they get mad at me, I pull up the replica and I show them all the times it looks like I texted them something nice and they completely ghosted me. To them, it looks like they just didn't get the messages. They drop whatever they're upset about because I made them feel like they're the ones messing up our relationship.
Are you hearing this? He has either tried this, done this to somebody, or someone has told him about this great trick and he's relaying it to the world. It has way too many views and likes. Bro unlocked gaslighting 2. I'd be afraid to date this man. Smart or toxic? Yeah, toxic. It's toxic. What are you talking? People are scared.
Get out of any phone call with this one trick. Oh my God!
Okay, that's really funny. This is his older content, and that was actually really quite entertaining. But his content changed from that to trick your girlfriend into thinking that she's crazy. How to train your partner to love you more.
This is how I train my partner to love me more. See you next week. Whenever I go out of town, right before I leave, I secretly replace their coffee with decaf, so that while I'm gone, they experience caffeine withdrawal. These symptoms are exactly how I want them to feel when I'm not there. When I return, I switch them back. They think the reason they felt horrible while I was gone was because they missed me. I'm not doing anything wrong because caffeine is bad for you anyway.
This guy is teaching people Gaslight 101. He's the professor of gaslighting. Here's how to make your partner love you more. Pay attention. I'm sure this guy knows exactly what he's talking about because he's got a mustache.
Start getting them flowers every week. Do this 3 weeks in a row so it starts to get a little annoying because they have to find a place to put all of them. On the 4th week, buy the flowers, but don't give them to your partner. Instead, let them discover you've thrown them in the garbage. This will make them think about all the things they might have done wrong and work to be better for you. They also won't confront you about it because they feel bad they didn't want them to begin with.
Let's look at these comments. Bro is manipulation. He studied manipulation all his life. Manipulation studies, bro. Bro's grandmaster of manipulation. Can anyone use a synonym of manipulator? 20 million views. How to make sure my exes never get over me.
At the beginning of every relationship, I buy a big pack of birthday candles. Every time we share a happy moment together, I secretly blow one out. It smells like birthday candles. Blowing out birthday candles is a distinct smell that everyone recognizes. By conditioning them to associate this smell with our relationship, every birthday they celebrate in the future, when they blow out the candles, they'll think about me.
So his Instagram is just the same thing. Going ahead and spreading negativity with all these gaslighting tricks. I'm sure people are probably trying to take some of these things seriously. Playlists, self-help, social anxiety, dating. So we've heard his dating techniques. These ones have to be good too, right?
Play an hour of silence with occasional text notification sounds throughout your entire day. Eventually, you will train your brain to not care if the person actually does text you back.
Someone said, I'm not joking. Some of these things have helped me in my right life. This is the smartest person alive. Everyone stop, please. Starting a text conversation. I have problems with that sometimes.
Kind of give yourself a once-over and ask yourself some tough questions. How attractive am I? How much intrigue do I generate? Think very long and hard about whether or not you can get away with just saying hey. Because if you can, by all means do it. Keep it simple. But you can't put down a payment like that if you don't have any money in the bank. Something I like to do is to make the greeting itself a conversation starter. Hello, I think is fun because it sounds like you're Australian. If you want some suggestions, you can Google funny ways to say hello, but I gotta be honest with you, a lot of these results are probably gonna get you pepper sprayed, except for maybe the last two. Above all, don't overthink it. Hey, what's up? Probably isn't gonna win any Best Text of the Year awards, but it's gonna get the job done. And you don't have to burn your house down to turn the oven on.
I'm gonna try that right now. Halar. Depending on the length of this guy's hair, he either has good advice, scary advice that makes sense, or completely manipulative advice. Like, depending on the length of his hair, his advice changes. The early stages, where his hair's short, it's funny. How to get out of a phone call. His hair gets a little longer, and then it gets to stuff that's like dating. Is your partner cheating? It might make sense. You might want to listen to what he's saying. And then we get to the longest hair, and he starts talking about True crime safety tips. I wonder what that means.
This is an If I Go Missing binder. I recommend everybody have one of these. First section is materials for the police. I have a $15 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, and then this, you don't have to actually think this. This is just so that they care enough to solve your case. Next is a picture of me for identification purposes, artificially aged. This is what I would look like if I was dead. Things for the media, so the news, documentaries. I just have some like good pictures of me. This is one that they can use for the, you know, like when they say, he was so happy until. Sometimes they like to use social media posts, so I gave them a happy one and a sad one. Last but not least is a hair sample. I see people make this mistake.
This guy is plotting his own documentary. See how he gets a little more unhinged the longer his hair gets? And as soon as his glasses go from clear to tinted, that's it. That's when he's his final form. How to keep the upper hand in your relationship. What do you mean, sir?
How I keep the upper hand in my relationship. I text my partner pictures of exact items I need from the store, but I Photoshop the pictures so the color of the label is different and doesn't actually exist. I told you I needed the red one. Oh, I can use this, I guess. This way, they always feel like they're letting me down.
Don't get me wrong. I know these are sketches. I know these are meant to be funny. They are funny. But they're also scary. A lot of people don't realize that these are jokes. Like, why does he got so many on-the-nose situations? I learned so much from you, Sensei. This triggered flashbacks. Uh-oh. Someone's been on the wrong end of this guy's manipulation. This is a message to all the women out there using Bumble, Hinge, Tinder. If you see this man wearing a suit, looking like Seer with his tinted glasses and side swoop hair and a suit, make sure you swipe left. Why does he have this cane? This is the cane that Jafar used to use in Aladdin. He used to hold it up to Aladdin's face and hypnotize him.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Tell me that's not the same cane he's using to manipulate all of the women that he dates. 10 ways to make sure your girl only loves you. Look into my cane. You'll never love anyone else. That was a nice little side quest I went on there.